All right, what's happening, Instagram? Happy Thirsty Thursday. I will be making sure that I am incredibly hydrated today. I hope everyone is doing incredible. Now, I got a special conversation for you all today, and it's going to be the fourth and final step of the Master Key. And this conversation today is going to be around two ideas. It's going to be around having a mastermind alliance and additionally having accountability partners. This is going to be absolutely essential for your success. And there's Napoleon Hill puts it this way, right? The fourth and final step of the Master Key is this, right? You want to have a friendly alliance with one or more persons who are going to encourage you to follow through with your plan and purpose. Right, I talked a little bit earlier in the week about establishing your definite major purpose, and number two was also establishing definitive plans. And you know that's great and all, right? It's good to have a purpose, it's good to have a plan, but what good is it if you're not following through with it? Right, you're gonna need those people in your life to keep you in check, right? To keep you in check so that you are following through with both your plan and your purpose. So that's gonna be the conversation today. And as a matter of fact, I'm really excited because, I've been studying Napoleon Hill for some bit, and I noticed that there's 5 major premises to the Mastermind Alliance. So I'm actually going to read them off to you today, and I'm going to really break down, how do you begin establishing your Mastermind Alliance with other people? And I'm telling you, right, from personal experience, right, this is the reason that I've been able to continuously keep going, producing episodes, really talking about what I want to talk about on Instagram Live. So, without further ado, I'm going to start with number 1, right? The first premise of the mastermind principle. And it is this. So, Napoleon Hill states that the mastermind is the medium through which you can procure the full benefits of the experience, training, education, and specialized knowledge and influence of others as completely as if their minds worked as one. Right? Here's the deal. Here's the secret. You're never going to make it with the do-it-yourself method, right? My mentor says the do-it-yourself method does not work. And why does it not work? Right? Because you're going to need experience or knowledge from other people. And it's going to be outside of you. And it's not that you need to know it all. Right? A lot of people, there was at one point in my life where I thought I needed to know it all, right? I read all the books. I read over 100 books. I didn't get rich. I thought I had to know it all. But the thing is, right, you can surround yourself with a mastermind, and there's going to be other individuals that know things that you don't know simply because they lived a different human life experience. So that's why it's so critical to start connecting with like-minded people that want to get rich, that want to get wealthy, that want to think a certain way and live in a state of joy. Right? You're gonna need other people in your mastermind. And that's why it's going to be super important to really surround yourself with other people, with other education and experience. So that was number 1. That was the first premise of the mastermind. Number 2 is this. Napoleon Hill says that an active alliance of 2 or more minds in a spirit of perfect harmony for the attainment of a common objective stimulates each individual mind to a higher degree of knowledge than that which is ordinarily experienced, and prepares the way for that state of mind known as faith. So here's the thing, right? You know what they say, right? A rising tide raises all ships, right? When you are in a mastermind alliance, and especially when you can ally yourself with people that are persistent themselves, that are going somewhere themselves, that have goals and have their purpose in front of them themselves, right? A rising tide raises all ships. And that's what I'm looking to do here, right? I'm creating a mastermind. And yeah, I'm going to be on my way. I'm going to be continuing doing these episodes. But I'm also looking for people to be around my mastermind alliance so that I can raise all ships, right? A mastermind, he says, stimulates all individual minds to a higher state and allows way for that state of mind known as faith. This is critical, right? And I'll tell you a story about this, right? When I had this idea come across me to start really, going live, sharing my story, sharing my thoughts on Think and Grow Rich, right? It sounded like, oh my God, how can I possibly do this? But luckily, over time, I had this mastermind and I had this special individual that I've partnered up with that would continue to do his lives. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to be posting something later today. He's done over 1,600 episodes of live conversation. And if it wasn't for the mastermind, I would have never had the faith in myself to really step out there and start, really saying definitively what I believe in and what I believe to be the truth. Right? So that the Mastermind Alliance, it brings that state of mind known as faith. And that state of mind is going to be absolutely essential for you in the long run. If you really want to make it, if you want to make it big, you're going to need faith. You're going to need belief. And a mastermind principle, right? The mastermind allows you to have other people have your back, right? To be in a community of people that support you and that are going to encourage you to keep going, to follow through with your plan and purpose, right? It's like, I'm not going to say it's easy to step out and start, declaring that you're going to be great. But knowing that I have people that have my back, right, it makes it a lot easier than it would have been, right? It gives me that confidence to keep going. And that's why it's so critical to have that mastermind. It elevates all individuals in the mastermind, elevate and develop that state of mind known as faith. So that was number 2. The third premise of the mastermind principle is this. A mastermind properly conducted stimulates each one in the alliance to move with enthusiasm, personal initiative, imagination, and courage to a degree far above that which the individual experiences when moving without such an alliance. So this kind of goes off of what I was just saying, right? We're talking about your state of mind here. This is the most important idea that I can share with you is cultivating the state of mind, or the state of mind known as enthusiasm, of initiative, of imagination, to a far level of a higher degree than you ever can imagine at a baseline level, right? And I'm talking about, having that state where you move with a definiteness of purpose, right? When the mastermind is created properly and it has a definite purpose for the mastermind, and all of the people working in a spirit of perfect harmony are working towards that purpose, right? It's going to literally, through the laws of nature, force you to start thinking in a definite manner, right? I will admit, right, there was a lot of times when I was a part of my Mastermind Alliance and I wasn't necessarily, thinking so definitively, so intentionally, with such purpose driven. But because I've been surrounded by people that had a purpose, that had a reason, that had a calling, that were making way, that were going towards their goals, right? It literally forces you to start thinking, in these terms, in this sense. And that is so critical to have, right? That state of mind. Like I said, success, Bob Proctor says success is 5% strategy, 95% state of mind, right? Having that state of mind of moving with personal initiative, right? That's going to help you get started. Moving with a state of enthusiasm. That's going to help you actually, speak and sound really interesting, right? People are going to be attracted to you when you have this state of enthusiasm, right? The state of imagination, right? The imagination is one of the greatest faculties that we have. In my imagination, where I can create the life I want with my imagination. And when I'm able to use my mastermind to stimulate my imagination to start thinking better of the life that I truly want to live, right? Damn right I'm going to sign up for that class. That's going to be the best thing that ever happens to me. So this is critical, the Mastermind Alliance. So that was step 3. Now, the fourth premise of the Mastermind Principle is this. To be effective, a Mastermind Alliance must be active. You all must engage in the pursuit of a definite purpose and move with perfect harmony. So here it is again, right? Engage in the pursuit of a definite purpose and move with perfect harmony. What does that mean? The question, right? Even Napoleon Hill asked, right? Do you know the difference between perfect harmony and ordinary harmony? Okay, without harmony, the alliance may be nothing more than ordinary competition Without harmony, the alliance may be nothing more than ordinary cooperation or a friendly coordination of efforts. Right? There's a distinct difference between, having your work buddies, you're all working on a project together, right? You're working in a spirit of harmony. You're cooperating. But do I understand the idea of moving in a state of perfect harmony, right? When your definite purpose with the Mastermind Alliance is so clear that everyone's on board and that everyone is moving in the state of perfect harmony, working towards this one goal. That, my friends, is that state of perfect harmony that I'm talking about, right? When you start a Mastermind Alliance, I'm not just going to start an alliance for no reason, right? It's not like we're just starting a group chat and we're not going to talk in it, right? The Mastermind Alliance must be active. It must be engaged. Everyone should be meeting at least twice a day, okay? And when I'm talking about that spirit of perfect harmony, right, towards that one goal, that's when the mastermind will start taking off. That's when all of a sudden they're going to not even realize how fast you're going to start taking off. When you find those individuals and you work so tightly towards that one goal, that one dream, right? The world is yours. The world is yours. You are already halfway towards your goal if you have a plan and you have a Mastermind Alliance and you have a purpose. But you're already basically there. You just got to follow through with persistence. This is so critical. So that was number 4. And I really want to talk once again about, it must be an active alliance, right? How many of you have, said, we got to do this together. We got to go for this dream, right? And then it all fall apart, right? You weren't persistent, right? It must be active. You can't just start a group chat and realize, we're all going to get rich, right? We're all going to go towards this one goal, right? We're going to make it and not talking it, right? That's not a Mastermind Alliance. That's just a group chat. There's a difference. There's a difference between perfect harmony and an ordinary cooperation than ordinary harmony. There's a distinct difference. And that difference is so small yet so substantial for you to actually achieve what you said you were going to achieve. Now, number 5. Number 5 is this. Napoleon Hill says that all individual success based upon any kind of achievement above mediocrity is attained through the mastermind principle and not by individual effort alone. I'm going to put it to you this way. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about this principle, right? Everyone, obviously wants financial gain, right? Wants financial wealth, but you can't do this on your own. And I'm not saying like that to be mean or anything. It's just the truth. You can't make it on your own, right? The do-it-yourself method will not work. You're going to need people around you that have the same goals as you, that have the same dreams, that have the same purpose as you, that are going to hold you accountable. Because that's where it's at, right? It's like, yeah, you made a decision to go for it, but how many days in a row can you keep that decision to keep going for it? Right? Are you gonna, once the feeling of the decision fades away, are you gonna be like, man, I don't feel like it anymore. Man, I'm just gonna take this one day off. Right? And yeah, if you don't have anyone to keep you in check, you can do that. Right? But when you have a mastermind alliance that reminds you of the purpose, that keeps you accountable, that checks you when you're slipping, right? And you realize, man, I can't take a day off. Right? That's when all of a sudden everything starts to click. Right? That's when all of a sudden everything that you wanted, right, starts actually happening, right? The progress is starting to be made, right? The plan is set into motion. And it's actually a good transition now because I'm really going to start talking now about accountability partners. And I'll just tell you from my personal experience, right, how critical this was for me, right? Having accountability partners, because there was so many times that I said I would do something, that I said I had a dream, and that I said I wanted it. But you know what? I was just wishing for it, right? I was just dreaming, right? Dreams are just dreams unless you have definitive action to back them up. Unless you have accountability to keep you making sure that every day that I'm doing what I got to do. Right? They're just going to be dreams without it. And so having an accountability partners is critical. And I'll start off with this, right? I actually am a part of, the 5 a.m. club. Right? I have people that I text every morning that I got up at 5 a.m. And yes, I wake up at 7 a.m. on the weekends, but every Monday through Friday, right, I am texting in my accountability chat, did I wake up at 5 a.m. today? And then I have other people holding me accountable to send them gratitude and blessings. Right? I write down 10 things that I'm grateful for and I send it over. And I'm telling you, right, just having those two ideas alone absolutely changed my life, right? We are operating on a different type of time, right? We're not staying up late, right? You want to know the people that really enjoy life, right? They're getting up early. They're getting up early. They're working on themselves first thing in the morning. I don't check my phone. I don't check Instagram. I don't talk to anybody, right? Literally for the first 2 hours every morning, I'm getting my mind right. And I have accountability partners making sure that I get up when I said I was going to get up, that I send my gratitude when I said I was going to send my gratitude. And I am telling you, that has made my life, that has made all the difference for me. My life has literally turned around from those two exercises themselves. And now I have people, right now I'm on Instagram every day, Monday through Friday. So now I got the whole, like, everyone that follows me keeping me in check. Man, did Mike go live today? Right? Having the people to hold you accountable is going to be absolutely necessary for your dreams. Because so many times, right, we have that negative self-talk, right, where we just want to talk ourselves out of it. Oh, I don't need to do it today. Oh, man, I'm not really feeling like it today, right? No, we can't make decisions based on feelings, right? We have to be affirmative with what we want, or else we're just going to be like the masses. We're going to be average like everybody else, right? So having people hold you accountable to your dreams is going to be absolutely essential. Because remember, like I said, just because you found your purpose, just because you got a plan, if you don't follow through with them, then it's practically meaningless. You might as well have not even created the plan if you're not going to follow through with it. Like this is serious stuff that we're talking about here, right? Find people that are going to be on your team, right? When was the last time you were on a winning team? Find people that are going to hold you accountable, that are going to help you get to the next level, whether that means a promotion, whether that means to the next financial level, whether that means actually starting your own business, whether that means starting your own personal brand, right? Surround yourself with people that are like-minded, right? Because let's face it, a lot of the people that we went to high school with, that were our friends growing up, right? They may not have the same mindset that we do, right? If you're following me, I know that you have it. There's something in you where you want more out of life. And, we can't just wish for more, right? We can't just wish for a good life. We can't just wish for our dreams to come true. No, we gotta put in the work. We gotta take the action. We gotta hold each other accountable. We gotta hold it to it. It's the only way that it's gonna be ensure that it's gonna get done. Right? If you want an insurance policy that's going to guarantee your success, you're going to find a mastermind, the Lions, and they are going to hold you accountable to your word. I'm telling you, it's going to change everything. Even if it doesn't seem like it at first, it is going to absolutely change everything in your life, because it has changed everything in my life. So that's the conversation that we have today. I touched on, the fourth and final step of the master key. And I talked about, the importance of having the mastermind principle and surrounding yourself with like-minded individuals, and the 5 major premises that make a mastermind the mastermind. And then additionally, right, just having those accountability partners, right, keep you in check, right, that is going to make all the difference. So thank you all for watching. I appreciate you all. I hope you have a great rest of your Thursday. Happy Thirsty Thursday. Let's make sure that we're hydrated today, and let's get after it, because let's go, right? Our dreams are not going to wait on us, right? We're going to absolutely attack, and we are going to make our dreams come true. So I love you all. Have a great, amazing day, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye for now.